everybody. I hope you're having a good morning and, for that matter, a great day. As you can see, I'm here in my room today to be talking about the new Paladins update patch. They just dropped the patch notes yesterday, and I meant to get this video out sooner, but I had some time complications. So I'm in my room today to just give you guys a rough overview of the patch notes. I haven't actually seen these patch notes, unlike the previous patch notes where I got like a rough synopsis. I haven't actually looked at these, other than the few and far between ones that they, show on the update show. I haven't actually seen anything that's coming out next patch. So it's a bit interesting in that regard. But yeah, this is going to be my first time reacting to any of these. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, you know what to do. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that. And let's get into the video. Okay, so here we have the patch notes for the Last Remains update. Interesting name. I gotta say, Last Remains is a unique title. Here's the cool banner art that they typically do. It's pretty good. This character I went over in my previous video on reacting to her trailer. I went over a rough overview of what her abilities are. They're pretty cool. She's kind of scary because she's not a very aim heavy character, and she has some pretty good damage potential. She doesn't have a lot of burst damage, however, so she's more of a sustained damage DPS character, which is very interesting. I mean, minus the fact that she doesn't have to aim, I'd say she's pretty weak. But since she can't, since she just always hits the target if she sees them, that's pretty strong. And depending on how the targeting's done, I could be very scared of this character since she has such a low skill floor. But yeah, no, I talked about most of these. If you want to know most of them, just go watch my previous video. There's nothing too exciting. I feel like I'm gonna really have to see the PTS before I even really understand how strong this character is, because I know her right click is really what makes her so good, but they never seem to post the actual cooldowns of abilities and stuff like that on the patch notes, which is kind of, it makes it very hard for me to say that, oh, she's going to be really strong. Oh, she's going to be really weak. No, I have no idea. I'll be honest. I have absolutely zero idea. Good to know that she has the standard HP card that everyone has. She has a healing card that seems to be pretty strong as well. None of these really strike me as OP cards. I feel like they've really gotten a good sense of what's a good card archetype now. Before, they would add a bunch of cards that are either very crucial or very game-changing. Now I feel like most of the cards they add are very minor, and they just add certain things that make it better for your character, which is better and healthier for the game because you don't have to learn that a character has one card that changes up their entire kit completely. Yeah. So, I mean, most of her cards they seem pretty alright. Maybe there will be a couple broken ones that will get tuned a bit. First skin. Season pass skin. What she looked like before she died. Pretty cute. I like it. And then her recolor. Just a darker shade of most colors, and you got this green instead of the red. Cause yeah, pretty nice. I actually like this skin. I don't know, seafoam green, I like. Most of the time I dislike green in general, but seafoam green, I'm like, yeah, more please. And then here's her gold. Pretty standard, pretty good. I'd say that this is one of the better gold skins, but that's not saying much nowadays. Most of the gold skins that are coming out are pretty good. There were a few in the past that weren't as good, and that's just a side effect of things. When Furia came out, her gold skin was kind of meh, but you know, she was one of the newer characters to get gold skins during the period of time, so that's completely fair. I feel like they have a good sense now. Okay, her default emote. Very Ring-esque, I'll be honest. I don't know if it's a transversal or not, but if it is, that's like a really good default. If it isn't a transversal emote, then it's whatever. You know, it's a nice emote. It's got some cool things to it. Her MVP poses, they're MVP poses. I don't really care. And here it is, Dread Omen, the new event pass. I'm really excited for this event pass because I honestly think it's some of the coolest skins that they've added in a while. You got Leon. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How can I say anything but, you know, nice things about this Leon skin? Oh my goodness. It's so pretty. She's so pretty. I like occult skins, and this is very occult-esque. And then on top of being occult-esque, she's also just very attractive in general. I'm a big fan. Please give me more skins like this. I love witches. Please give me more witches. Please. Please, Hyros. Okay, and then Demon Tiberius. I mean, other than looking like the son of Tiberius and Rom, pretty good skin. I have no critiques. Oni aesthetic is pretty cool. You know? This looks like one of those Lego fire pieces. I had someone point that out to me on Twitter, and I'm like, that's horrible. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that. And then here's her recolor. I'll be honest. Not a fan. I like that it's a darker colors. I like the darker colors. I mean, in game you'll see it. It's a bit more red and green, dark green, which is fine, I guess. I mean, it's okay, but it's still not, you know, great. And you got the arguably really good Tiberius skin. I love this. I love this skin. I think it's great. It's wonderful. He's just mwah, perfect. Love it. I like this better than the other Oni skin where it's red, but you know, and you got the spray. I love this spray just because of the crow. I'm a huge fan of crows. If anyone knows me, I love crows, and then she's just mwah. I love this character. I hope she's good. And I hope that I like playing her. Because I like her style. I like her aesthetic. But I don't know whether or not I'm going to like playing her until I actually get my hands on her. And so I'm really hoping that I like her so I can play her more. Because I like her aesthetic a ton. I like her vibe. Aesthetic Tiberius icon. Pretty alright. The Laughing Oni. This is a pretty iconic like artwork design. You know, it's pretty apt. I like that they added it. Ooh, this is even better. This animated icon, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this so much. I love the witch aesthetic. I've always been, you know, LotusLilith, the witch. So this is mwah, mwah, perfect. Please take one. It's a heal. I love that. Oh, and oh my god, guys. I cannot understate. It's a buff woman, dude. It's a buff woman. I have my type. Everyone has their type, but she's a buff woman. I'm gonna use this death card. I'm sorry. This death card is mine. Why couldn't we have this as a skin? This is such a good skin. I love it. I love it so much. And it's just mwah, mwah, so good. So good. I love it so much. It's so good. Honestly, I can't. It's so good. But yeah, no, that's my thoughts on that. You know, just scrolling. Okay, scrolling past. Go get him, Tiger. Emote for Tiberius. I love this. I love this. This is such a good emote, and it's for free too. Wow. R&R, yeah, resting and relaxing. Um, I'm pretty sure most people already have that. Just in. Oh wait, no, that's an emote. They made it into an MVP post. Okay, and then a static Kasumi. Mwah. Good, good, really good. Abyss Cultist. This is, you're gonna see the skin later when I scroll down to skins. I don't know. It's a Vatu skin. If you want to run it, go ahead. It's a Vatu skin. No critiques. Ooh, this is a hard one. You're wanting me to choose between the animated icon of Leon or the bird. Oh, and also Karasu is the name of the bird. The bird has a name. It's Karasu. I didn't know that. Good to know. I love Karasu. Practice. Good, good. This is I'll be honest, this is pretty cool for a loading frame, but I'm not going to use it. It's not my style, but also your name's going to be kind of hard to read if they just put it on their eyebrow, but no critiques other than those. Yeah, new game modes. I mean, I haven't cared about these for a while. I don't play these, but I'm happy for the people who do play these. You know, like it's another casual alternative, right? Like, and that's really what counts. Okay, emoji, Pikachu emoji skin. I know everyone loves this skin, but I'll be honest, it's okay. I was hoping for another cute emoji skin, and then we got this, and I mean, I don't know the artist. I know that a lot of people love this skin, little skeleton emoji. I mean, I have no critique. I think it's a pretty alright skin. I'm just, I'm not as hyped for this skin as everyone else seems to be. I mean, I'm not even talking about that one. If you think I don't like, if you think I was talking bad about this skin, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna talk about that skin. I know that a lot of people, probably like this skin, but no, just no. I'll be honest. I love this. I love the aesthetic. I love the design. Abyss Queen. Cool. Mwah. Pretty good skin. No critiques other than it's a Vatu skin. And they keep giving Vatu nothing but scary skins. I get it. It's Vatu's character, but like, I'm Vatu. I get a scary skin every other patch. Woo. I mean, this is his second skin. And it also doesn't help that, if they gave Vatu a cute skin, it would help to differentiate Vatu and Seven a bit more. I just feel like Seven's way too similar to Vatu. I don't know why. To me, they're just very similar characters with very similar story beats and very similar playstyles. And they're both annoying flanks. But, Seven's dead this patch, so whatever. Okay, patch changes. Okay, so balance changes. They nerfed Androxus. Curse Revolver got nerfed. I knew this was coming. Everyone was complaining about it. It was a big deal for the longest time. Like for like a good half a minute, it was like, this is the problem. It needs to be fixed. So they just essentially just reverted the changes that they did from last patch to this patch. So it's just essentially what it was last patch. Maybe a little bit weaker. I mean, it didn't really like destroy most of my games. I've never really seen that many Androxuses. Believe it or not, I feel like Androxus's play rate at my level, whether that be higher, low, or medium, I play about like plat diamond range. I haven't seen that many Androxuses. I don't know what happened. They just became an extinct species. Maybe it's just because I queue with a lot of other people, so it makes it a little bit different, and I don't see it as much. Barrack got a huge buff. His turret no longer disappears when his shield's broken, and his turret range got increased. Pretty good, pretty good. It is gonna be funny to see his turret just be there while his dome's gone, or vice versa. But I never really felt like his turret deals that much damage. I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm playing Inara on point, I just rush in and destroy the turret. That's what I do. I just destroy his turret, and then like his shield really doesn't have a point at that point. It's like his shield doesn't do that much. Even with the increased range, if you just rush it down and kill the turret ahead of time, it's like really? Really? Okay. Royal Subjects for Bomb King now lowers your maximum ammo. Wow. Really? I wasn't expecting a Bomb King nerf. I mean, he did need one probably, but like going from 6 to 4 ammo is rough. I mean, sure, you can increase that with cards, but forcing someone to run a card when Bomb King, he does benefit from having certain cards, but I mean, most people don't use Royal Subjects, I don't think. I think Royal Subjects the one that no, Royal Subjects is the one that everyone uses. That's the one that makes bombs explode faster or farther. I think. I think that might be crippling for Bomb King, and I already thought he wasn't played that much. So he'll drop off like a rock, I think, unless they're I don't know. Yeah. Oh, bonus. Yeah. Okay. So this is the talent that everyone runs. Maybe everyone will just run chain reaction now. I don't know. This is rough. I didn't play Bomb King, but if I did, I'd feel sad right now. That felt very unwarranted, but maybe knocking it down to 5, maybe. I don't know. Caspian. Caspian got a bunch of buffs. They showed this one. Using his ult now refills his ammo. Good change. I always felt like I needed ammo whenever I used my ult, and I was just sitting there like a sitting duck going, what now? I can't use my ult. I have no ammo, and it takes me forever to reload. They also changed his ammo count to have 1 more, so you can shoot his gun 7 times. Really specific change. I don't really care. I'm sure. The bigger one, Deadly Momentum, his movement ability. Now, whenever he uses it, he can use the second charge 0.175 seconds after doing it, opposed to 0.4. That's such a nice change. He felt so janky to play because you'd hit his movement ability, go send out, spin, and then you'd just be locked in place for like half a second. And you're just sitting there like a sitting duck. Now you'll actually be able to chain them together very nicely. Good changes. Good changes all around. He's not too strong. He's not too weak. He just needed a couple touches, and I think he's going to be great now. Io. Wow. Really? They nerfed Io's right-click damage, but buffed her healing talent. And then they changed Goddess Blessing. I don't like this change, I'll be honest. But this is coming from an Io player. I play Io pretty religiously as my only healer that I lock in other than Saris. having your healing be reduced even more. I mean, that 150 mark is a very crucial mark. So losing the 150 sucks. Because 135 just isn't enough healing. And I know some people are going to be like, well, technically, if they're in the range of life length, they get the 20 healing back, or you can play Goddess Blessing and cripple your. No one's going to run Goddess Blessing. No one runs Goddess Blessing. Goddess Blessing is trash, and you doing this is not going to make Goddess Blessing any better. Lifelink's the one that everyone's going to always use, because having two sources of healing is just flat out better than having one. That has always been the case forever. This is why characters have two sources of healing. Every character in the game tries to have two sources of healing. This is why Dark Gift is better on Corvus than Spreading Influence. It's just how COT works. If you're getting hit by COT, it's better to have two healing sources dealing just a little bit of healing rather than one source dealing no healing, right? Like, the difference between dealing 15 or 90% of two numbers opposed to 90% of one number is just a little bit higher, making it better. So having it so it doesn't have that crucial 150 number hurts me. It really does. I know that they're trying to nerf Io because her damage potential is too high, but they don't want to remove the damage potential. Goddess Blessing's still trash. Don't even bother. I don't see why I'm never going to run it. I'm still never going to run it. Lifelink, I don't like this buff. I think it's stupid. I'm okay with it though. I think that the minor change from 300 to 20 isn't going to be enough. I think that this is going to lower Io's viability a ton, which sucks for someone who enjoys playing Io and finds Io one of the more rewarding healers in the game. I don't think this is going to kill her. I really don't. I think she's still going to be an okay healer, but it's going to make those crappy casual Ios you get in casual even worse, which is, I really hate this change. I'll be honest. I don't think that this is a good one, but maybe if they made it like 140 instead of 150, or 140 and make this 310, I would have been okay with that. But I really don't like this change. I think it's going to be bad. I think Io's going to drop from like SA to like BC. It's going to make her a little bit worse, which is I'm not a fan of. I honestly, or maybe AB. She's probably not going to be a higher ranked healer anymore. Just I've always said this 150 number is a very crucial number to hit. This is why Solar Blessing Furia went from one of the best healers in the game to flat out useless when they nerfed her from 150 to 100. It just became garbage. And it's gonna happen with Io as well. Io's gonna become less viable. More people are gonna suck at her. You're not gonna get as much healing as you need. It's gonna sort of be like Ying, where you can get a good game or two, where you have a good Io, but if they don't know what they're doing, you're not gonna get it. It's gonna suffer. I honestly don't like this change. I don't know why I'm making a big deal out of it. I know that it will either get another change later if she drops too significantly, but I know that they just tried to nerf out, they wanted to reduce it while also trying to make Goddess Blessing an actual good talent. The problem is, Goddess Blessing is never going to be good. Just rework the talent. I don't care. I was okay with the damage reduction. I thought that was a cool talent. Why did you have to change it? I don't know. I find that just bumping the healing number, not going to do enough. It really isn't. Having two sources of healing will always be better in this game. And I just don't think they know that. But it really sucks. I really dislike this change. But whatever. I mean, they killed the viability of certain characters before, like Furia. So I'm not surprised. They don't know how to balance their healers. I would have honestly just knocked down Io's damage from 40 or 400 to 350. Boom. That change would be way more impactful, would make her less damaging, would curb how aggressive she plays. Suddenly, you're not able to kill squishy characters as quickly, which is very crucial as an IO player. That's a way better change. I would have loved that way more. You know, that 400 number always felt weird for IO to hit in the first place. So I think that would have been nicer than... I know that they just did this to buff Goddess Blessing, but I'm not going to use Goddess Blessing over Healing Link any day of the week, and I don't think anyone else is going to change either. Lex, the law. It now comes out quicker, and Pursuit is reset when you use it. Cool change. Good. No critiques. Makoa. Leviathan increases the movement speed of Ancient Rage. That's a nice buff. I like that. Did they just nerf the shielding card again? Yes, they did. I actually don't even use this. I'll be honest. I don't use this card. I think it's okay. But I don't think having your shield up constantly is it really that important on Makoa. I mean, it's nice. It's really nice. Don't get me wrong, but I really don't care. Leviathan, I used it before. I don't like half shell. I'll be honest. Not a fan of half shell. Never really have been. I'm more of a pluck kind of person. If you made pluck base kit, maybe nerf it a tiny bit, make it feel more rewarding to get hooks, I would use Leviathan in a heartbeat. That's my recommendation. Make pluck a little bit base kit. Just change it a tiny bit. Make it like 75% damage increase or, 50% damage increase or whatever. Just increase it a tiny bit. Make it a little bit worse. Give it to Makoa's base kit. Change pluck completely. Make it do something else. Don't know what you would do. Your bet is as good as mine, but like it would be such a nice change. And Leviathan, pretty okay. Pretty all right. Octavia. Creeping Barrage. Alt no longer stops on death. Too bad no one plays Octavia. Like that's a good change. I like that. I felt like it was always weird that your alt stopped on death, and Creeping Barrage is okay. I mean, Distortion Field needs some nerfs, but because I feel like everyone just uses asymmetric warfare. That's just what everyone uses. I don't know why. It's a good perk, I guess. Good talent. Ability Distortion Field. Cooldown now starts when the ability ends. That's crucial. And then reduce the cooldown by 2 seconds. Pretty nice. Nice changes. Ooh. They're changing up Mega Potion. Instead of having it be 300%, it is now 100%. So why did you have to just say you removed it? Cause it, I guess it does it by 100%. Okay. It increases it by 100%. I thought they were saying it was going to just do base healing. No. Okay. Additional healing now applies to Pip himself. No one's going to use this. I mean, no one used it already, but I'm glad that they're trying to change things, I guess. I don't know. Dude, this needed to be nerfed like 12 patches ago. Glad you guys finally got to it. Saudi can no longer kick you into the air from 15 feet away or whatever. Good change. I also just don't like Blastback as an ability. As a Saudi player, I don't like Blastback as an ability. I think it's stupid, but I mean, it's cool. Windows of Opportunity is cool. I mean, crack shot. Now reduces the damage even further. Removes the headshot penalty. Now grants perfect unscoped accuracy. So you're now able to shoot your thing with crack shot. You're allowed to shoot the bow or the rifle unscoped with full accuracy. That's cool. I mean, okay. You can now hit headshots and it does a slight bit less damage, but you know, I mean, okay. Enjoy hitting your 360 no scopes. Nocturnal got buffed. Cool. I mean, I have no critiques. I don't play Strix, and I don't think Strix is that good, so buffing Strix is perfectly fine. I'm cool with it. Torvald. Hyper Beam now can be canceled 0.0 seconds after lockout by recasting the ability. Hyper Beam? Is that his alt? I think that's his alt. Cool. Nice change. I think that this should just be added to most characters' abilities. I find canceling ultimates is a good thing. You know? Having the ability to just say, nope, I screwed up, E, and just save a tiny bit of your alt charge is pretty nice. Thanks Grandpa got changed, now reducing the cooldown of protection by 1 second. Okay. I mean, Torvald needs some buffs, so cool. 7. Poor 7 players. Grappling hook reduces the damage from 300 to 200. And here's the kicker. Here's the real thing that just kills his character. Now no longer hooks non-frontline enemies. That means that he can no longer pull you in to his C4s. That just kills him. He's dead. He's dead in the water. I don't think anyone's going to play 7. I honestly don't. Because you can't run base kit spring lock anymore. And hook people into your 2 C4s that you place down. And it's reduced damage. It's dead. It's the gimmick with 7 is dead. Whether or not his left click is good enough to change that, it's dead. His C4s no longer knock enemies back. That's a small buff, but that you guys murdered him already. It's okay. They changed overcharge. It no longer does the increased damage ability or like deals the damage ability. They changed it to allow you to hook in people, and you now get a second charge. Reduces the grappling. It reduces the damage. Oh, it reduces its damage, its charge by 1, and its cooldown by 2 seconds. He's dead. He's dead. You get to have 1 hook that deals 100 damage. Sure, it's a 6-second cooldown, but he's dead. 7 is dead, and they killed him. He's like grappling hook. Sure, it can still do 200 damage to, I think, front lines. It might not even be able to hit lesser enemies. It might not just hook onto them at all, which it will just lower his DPS. His bombs deal a little bit more damage because they don't knock you away as much, so you stay close to the epicenter, so but you don't get knocked up as much, which is a bit of a downside. His hooks just don't hook you in anymore, so he's no longer a budget Makoa. So he's dead. He's utterly dead. His entire gimmick is gone, and I felt like he was just a gimmick character. So don't play 7 next patch. Wait till they buff him, I guess. I'm honestly cool with this. I felt like he was a little too gimmicky. Now, if they could just lower the damage reduction on Vatu, I'd be good with that. Victor, Movement speed is now applied after hustle instead of during. Okay, interesting. Reduces the cooldown of his card. Okay. Vora. If an enemy is killed during the stun before the execution, she is refunded ult charge. Nice. Nice. Thank you. Increased her projectile speed. Cool. Not that big of a deal. Harder to hit shots, I guess. Tendril reduced cooldown. Nice. Her ult now reduces. They're just buffing her ult a lot more after giving us so many major nerfs. After nerfing everything so majorly, for Vora, and forcing us to get those 25 kills as Vora with their ult, they realized how bad her ult was. Wow. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Her ult's trash. Yeah. Sight begets strength is dead. I don't care. Who runs Sight begets strength? Like two of the 3 Yag players out there run Sight begets strength. Yeah, okay. But Devour is now 30 units. That is such a crucial change, because that means you can actually ult someone who's at the very, like, who's right next to the point, who's not necessarily on it. If you're just a little bit off of point, you can ult them, which is such a crucial change. I love that. Keep the minimum distance at 30 units and Yag will be great. And that's it. Minor bug fixes. Yeah, those are whatever. I don't really care. Those are the major changes. Big things to note. 7 is dead. Andraxis got nerfed. Io is less viable, which is really sad. Sadi got nerfed. A bunch of nice changes to utility. Caspian's a little nicer to play. Bomb King got nerfed. A lot of people got nerfed this coming patch. It is brutal. It is going to be brutal. I'm going to see how, like, it's going to be cool to see how many of these change right before patch, like the release update, because there's a lot of these that I'm like, are they really going to stay the way they are? Is Io really going to stay the way she is? Probably. I'm going to hate it. I'm going to hate it so much. I hate that Io change. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's a bit long, and I know I just went over the entire patch notes, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. But yeah, no, I'm going to be seeing you guys next time. But yeah, love you guys. And goodbye.